to leave civilization behind, for a little while anyway. Well, good morning from what's currently a very misty Loch Eric. Really looking forward to this day. Very excited, a little bit nervous as well because it's going to be a big day. We've got about a 15-kilometre cycle and then need to find somewhere to pitch my tent and then try and pick off some mountains when I'm up there. So it's a long summer's day. I'm going to need every minute of daylight, I think, today. Hopefully this mist is going to burn off and we should be in for a cracking day. Sun is starting to break through now, as predicted. Should be in for a lovely morning. Right, I don't know how clearly the phone is going to pick this up, but that looks like a bit of a cloud bow, which is a pretty cool sight. Little archway for me to go through, and on the other side the mist is starting to clear on the tops, so it won't be long before today's route becomes a bit more obvious. Well, this looks like a good enough spot to pitch the tent. That path was extremely boggy, so I'm going to have to find a different way to cycle out tomorrow. And the midges are out in force, so I'm not going to hang around and chat too much. I'm just going to get on, pitch this tent, head up the mountains. All the things we left behind. I know one day that this life will feel like mine. It'll make sense in time. Right, quick update from me. It's really hot today. That was hard work, coming up the side of that slope up there. Lots of heather bashing, eventually found this path which has made a huge difference. But yeah, really warm, really still, and the midges are loving it. Me, not so much. Anyway, first summit is up here somewhere, just up there I think, so hopefully not too much longer. And yeah, I'm trying to find a water source because my water's running low and I need to stay hydrated on a day like this. But cracking views, which is what it's all about. So let's press on, let's check in at that first summit. First summit of the day, Carngerrig, I think, one of the many in this area. A bit breezier up here, which is nice and cool, and it's also keeping those pesky midges away. And the views are absolutely stunning. I'll pan around in a second and show you the way ahead. It's perfectly clear, so navigation is not going to be an issue today. But staying hydrated and staying cool is going to be the main challenge. So the rest of the ridge just snakes on ahead of me like this. If I come around, you should be able to follow me around and try not to knock you over. So here's the rest of the ridge, and I'm not sure exactly where the next summits are, but they're somewhere along there, so we'll just keep following the line and just keep enjoying this day. What a perfect day it's turned out to be. All that mist seems like ages ago. Time to carry on and grab some more manures. So I think there's a water source about there. I don't know how clear that is on the phone, but it looks like a bit of a stream up there, and it does appear on the map, so that's what I'm aiming for. Hard to believe there's patches of snow up here this time of year, given the weather we've been having. Anyway, this is coming up to the low point between these two Munros, and the next summit I think is up there, and hopefully a little water stop before we get there. Right, well the good news is I managed to get some water. Managed to fill up, which was very welcome. Bad news is my wireless microphone is packed in, so I'm having to use my phone as a microphone, so I'm not sure how good the audio is going to be from now on. But this is the second top. This is Geel Cairn, I believe, one of the many Geel Cairns in the area. It's just after midday, so the sun is pretty intense. It's not a day for hanging around because quite big distances to get these other two. So I'm going to keep moving. I'll show you the views just now. I mean, they're just stunning in every direction. Yeah, I could spend a long time just taking photos and videos, but I do have to keep moving. So let's crack on and get to summit number 3. Cheers! Third summit of the day, Onachbeg. That's the most straightforward one so far. There we go. Number 4, the last one on the ridge, Ben Even or Ben Ian, not sure how to pronounce it, somewhere over there. Gosh, it's still really warm, but fantastic views, just have a look. Just pure wilderness in every direction. Which is slightly unsettling, but also pretty cool. Either way, it's a reason to keep going, and let's see how quickly we can gain summit number 4. Summit number 4, and even these are just getting better and better. That's Loch Ossian down there and Carrara train station just beyond. I did have an idea to maybe get the train up to Dalwhinnie, do this whole ridge and then walk through and get the train out from Carrara, but the train times wouldn't work. I'd either be rushing to catch a train or sitting around for 5 hours waiting for one, neither of which seemed pretty appealing. So this is where we've come so far, all the way along this ridge, all the way to summit number 4. And the tent and the bike are somewhere down there. So the route back is to head along here, drop down and head back out. There is an option of going up onto Ben Alder, which is that one over there. I'm going to see how I feel when I get down to the valley floor. I've heard it's a pretty brutal climb up, but at the same time it's a beautiful day, visibility is perfect, the sun's not going to set till about 10 o'clock, so it is an opportunity. But we'll have a bite to eat first and then we'll get on the move and then make a decision. Whew, I'm about 2/3 of the way down the side of Ben Even. This is where we come from. I'll turn it around. You can see fairly steep slope and still a fair way to go. And I think I'm going to give Ben Alder a miss. It's just too hot today. It's not often you complain about the heat in the Scottish mountains, but it is punishingly hot. I've been shorts and t-shirts all day. I've been trying to drink as much water as I can and I'm just exhausted, so my current thinking is to just try and pick up that faint path there and come through that gap, and the prospect of a nice cosy tent is much more appealing than another 2 Monroes. I've been on the go for hours, and I need to just take it easy now. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try and head down this way, pick up that path, get over that gap, and back to the tent. I might not do too much filming between now and the tent, because like I say, it's just so hot. I just need to concentrate on one foot in front of the other. Absolute belter of a day though. I mean, the views have been, you can see for yourself, just absolutely spectacular. Real sense of wilderness. I've seen a few other folk, but not many. But yeah, now it's time to just get back to the tent. Such a relief to be on a path again. Cannot tell you how difficult it was bashing across that heather. Hopefully the tent isn't too much further. It seems to be taking ages to get there. That would have been Ben Alder up there, but I do not have the energy for that today in this heat. I'm kind of struggling even just to make it back to the tent, to be honest. So let's get back there and let's see what we can see. Well, that's got to have been one of the best wild swims I think I've ever had. Could just feel this layer of sweat and sun cream and midge repellent just washing off me. It was bliss. Yeah, I can't get over how difficult that hike was though. It's just such hard work in this heat. I'm glad I got the 4 done, but there's no way I was going to do Ben Alder and Ben Voyle. They'll have to wait for another time. But anyway, the views were spectacular as always, and that's another 4 more ticked off, so it's all good. I'm gonna get a bite to eat and then I'll probably go to sleep pretty quickly, I'd imagine. I've been on the go for ages and I feel pretty empty, and I've got to cycle back out tomorrow and find my way home. So that's all for now. Catch up later. Cheers. Well, good morning. I know I look ridiculous, but the midges are out in full force, so I need to keep them at bay. But even with this net on, I can still see what a beautiful day it is. Have a look at this. Absolutely glorious. I slept so well. Must have needed it after that epic day yesterday. So, time to have some breakfast now, and pack up the tent, and then get on the move.
Found in the silence all that I, the echo in thoughts, all I ever ran on the edge of it all, staring on.
It's hot already. Right, I'm going back a slightly different way. Yesterday I came in this way. Clearly you can see it on the camera, but across that moorland it was quite bumpy and quite boggy. I'm going to try taking this track here instead. It goes all the way around Loch Patrick and then through that gap there, through where those trees are, out to Loch Ericht and back to Dalwhinnie. Midges are okay if you keep moving, so I'm going to stop talking and start cycling.
drifting through, living this love, find something new. Don't make excuses, bury me. Lift me where to fade home. Built up walls, tear 'em all down. We gonna find all the life that we lost, and it comes back around. Oh, you see. Oh, you.
Back to normality at last.
Living this life, you keep moving on, you pull to the side, keep drifting through. Living this life, you find something new.
Time to hit the road. It's going to be another hot one. How often do you get 2 days of weather like this back to back in Scotland? Unbelievable. I'm going to head into Dalwhinnie and get the biggest bottle of iron brew I can find. That's been an amazing 24 hours. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed filming it, editing it, putting it all together, and I hope that you'll catch me again on the next one. We'll see you soon, no doubt. Cheers.